New tag team.
Same old Miz.
New WWE champion. Welcome to Wrestle MSX, the best wrestling channel on YouTube you've never heard of. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
Randy Orton kicks things off and tells us he's been to 20 WrestleManias, but only main evented 2. Now, I haven't checked these numbers, so we'll have to take his word for it. He speaks about how he's proud to be still doing this after all this time and to still be one of the top guys. Orton then vows not to leave Vegas empty-handed and have the WWE Championship around his waist, using, of course, the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, RK, and as he's about to say O, the lights dim, with Trick Williams then heading out. Trick has a bone to pick with Orton and complains that Orton said Trick ain't 6'5", whereas Trick says he is. Anyway, Trick gets into the ring, with Orton then just RKOing him and posing on the ropes. Absolute rubbish. Didn't need Trick there at all, it just added nothing.
No.
Absolute garbage.
Backstage and from earlier today, we see Nick Aldis telling Carmelo Hayes he's had many requests for a shot at his United States Championship and that someone stuck out. Hayes asks who, but then stops Aldis and says he'll find out when he's in his match later. Which
is now. Hayes' mystery opponent for his United States Championship is Dr. Wagner Jr. from AAA. A missile drop kick nets the Doctor a 2 count with the pair then missing a move with things looking a little laboured as we break. A Dirty Diana, no me either, which looked like La Mystica, gets Hayes a 2 with the Doc then getting a 2 of his own. Wagner then kicked out of a first 48 with the Luchador then getting 2 off a powerbomb. Junior then misses a moonsault, allowing Hayes to hit nothing but net and pick up the victory, like he was going to lose.
Backstage, Ilja Dragunov talks about his mother, saying he'll wait for his opportunity at Hayes' United States title. The Miz then enters, saying, in his day, you took opportunities, with Kit Wilson then saying Dragunov has become toxic.
Oh, and he's becoming boring.
Dragunov then proposes they all fight in the ring before heading off. The Miz then tells Wilson it's his opportunity, trying to avoid a fight. As usual.
This doesn't end in a fight because we don't see them again. We see the Miz again, but that's it. We then see Priest looking for a match tonight when R-Truth turns up. Aldis has paired them together in a tag Turmoil match later. Drew McIntyre then shows up and tells Aldis to make it right. He reminded him that he said there'd be no rematches and that he'd only face Cody if he won the Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Aldis told Drew that he went back on his word, and now so has he.
Celebration time now with Jax and Legend. Jax calls the pair Stallions and then offers an open challenge. The pair toast, fireworks go off, and out come Bliss and Flair in full ready-to-go wrestling gear.
We said that this would get interrupted.
Yeah, definitely. Flair says they got next and step up to the Forces. As they square up, out come Giulia and Kiana James. James tells Flair and Bliss to leave the ring, with Nick Aldis then heading out. Of course, he makes a match. Bliss, Flair versus James, Giulia.
Back from the break, the match is already underway, with Flair taking out both opponents from the apron with a cannonball. Of course, the heels make a comeback while Bliss awaits the hot tag, which she finally gets.
Bliss takes it to Giulia, but as we head to the break, the heels are back in control. We come back to Flair strutting like her dad, crotch chopping from the best era, and then landing a moonsault to both James and Giulia. James is covered, but only for 2. Everyone then gets involved, with Flair then landing a natural selection to Giulia, covering and picking up the win.
Backstage, Kathy Kelly asks Rhodes how he navigates his next obstacle, with him replying he just wants to point at the sign, the WrestleMania one, and hopes next week time they speak, she'll be speaking to the WWE Champion. She then heads off with Sami Zayn saying it's crazy that Cody's having a match for the title, even though he lost the Elimination Chamber, which is true. Rhodes thinks Zayn is trying to worm his way into a title match with him, even though he doesn't have the title. Zayn then wishes him luck, says he's rooting for him, tells Rhodes to go do what Cody Rhodes does and be champion.
Next up, a tag team Turmoil #1 contenders match. So basically a tag team gauntlet match. We begin with Fraxiom against Motor City Machine Guns. Axiom covers Sabin with Shelley putting his foot on the rope. Only the ref doesn't see it and counts the cover anyway, so out go Motor City.
Next out, Los Garza, who dominate Fraxiom and then finish Axiom with MTY. Berto getting the cover. As Fraxiom exit, out come Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis of the Wyatt Sicks. It seems to be going the Wyatt's way until Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa show up and interfere with the Wyatts. This then allows Berto to score another cover and roll up Loomis for the 3.
The MFTs and the Wyatts fight off up the rampway as our Priest head out. Truth runs through his Ron Cena moveset before we finish with Priest hitting a South of Heaven to Berto and Truth hitting Angel with an AA. The two then cover Los Garza and become #1 contenders.
You know what? I don't mind that. I mean, why not? Because the other tag team is just boring.
They are boring,
oh,
yeah.
God.
It's just strange that they put them two together.
Yeah, good. Backstage, we see Orton confronted by Sami Zayn. Zayn says he's happy for Orton and then asks Orton how he can just drop Rhodes the way he does, considering they're friends. Orton replies that sometimes you have to be selfish. Orton says he'll have gold around his waist one day and that maybe he should try listening to the voices. Orton heads off with Aleister Black and Zelina then coming into shot. Black tells him not to worry about Orton as it's just the nature of the beast. Brilliant.
Rhea Ripley heads out next and of course calls out Jade Cargill.
Oh, who'd have thunk it?
Cargill responds and the pair shake hands. Cargill respects Rhea and says Ripley's arms are big but hers are bigger. She says the same about her legs and then says she's more worthy for the championship before rounding off things with her being that pitch. Cargill then drops the mic and shakes hands again. Rhea now speaks, saying Jade may be bigger than her, but her body is built for show, whereas her body is built for fight. She should have said Jade's body is built for show and hers is built to go. Sounds a bit better.
That is the thing, yeah. Or it's usually all show and no go.
Yeah.
But she could have said yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, please.
Anyway, Rhea says she's going to take the title and there's nothing Cargill can do about it as she's at pitch.
Nice. Gargano is still planking with Motor City arguing. Sabin asked Shelley why he didn't break up the pin, with Shelley saying he did, which he did to be fair, but the ref just didn't see it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Bo Dallas says he won't rest until it's returned to him and that Solo's family will be constantly looking over their shoulders.
I wish they just finished this one off. It's been going on for months now. Johnny Gargano in the ring tells the crowd he needs to be Johnny wrestling again and then offers anyone in the back a match. Out comes Oba Femi. Down goes Gargano with another win for the ruler.
In the back, Michin still thinks she has a shot at Cargill, with Cargill telling Michin she'll see her next week.
And that match is for next week. It's not for the title. I don't know what's going to happen. I've got a feeling Cargill may get a beat down.
I think she's just not really had a match in a while, has she?
Because BFAB will be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we then see Danhausen wanting Nick Aldis to find him a mentor, with Aldis having an idea. Aldis introduces Danhausen to The Miz, with The Miz of course not wanting to help. Danhausen tells The Miz he will help him because if he doesn't, he'll be cursed. Danhausen then reminds The Miz about what happened to Dom on Monday.
So, to the last match of the night and the main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Drew heads straight up the rampway, but Rhodes gives chase, sends him over the crowd barrier and tosses him back in the ring. The pair exchange moves, with McIntyre then throwing Cody around.
The fight heads back outside, with Drew dropping Rhodes onto the ring apron from the steps. Drew gets a couple of 2 counts, but Cody fights back, dropping Drew with a scoop power slam and Cody cutter. Rhodes then looks for Crossroads, but Drew escapes. Drew then works Cody's left arm and looks to go high, but Rhodes catches up to him and brings him back down with a superplex.
Rhodes then locks in a figure 4.
And I'm suddenly thinking, I reckon Sami Zayn's going to interfere here. Because he's been in the back talking to Orton.
Yeah, kind of stirring things up
Just,
a little bit,
I don't know, I just got this feeling Sami's coming.
Anyway, Rhodes dives out the ring at McIntyre and then looks for Crossroads on the announcer's desk. Drew fights out of it, with the desk then just collapsing.
Whoops.
Rhodes then gets a table from under the ring, but Drew sets it up and powerbombs him through it.
Is this a hardcore match? Like, I don't remember seeing anything. But like the refs just like, I'm gonna let that slide. I don't understand this unless they've been told. But then if they were told in the back to let this kind of stuff go, then it's like a hardcore street fight.
Yeah.
Anyway, Drew gets Cody back in the ring and hits him with the Crossroads, only managing a 2-count cover, with Drew then lining up a Claymore. Cody catches Drew with a kick and Claymores a Scottish Warrior before covering for 2. Rhodes then goes for a disaster kick, but Drew pulls the ref in the way, which obviously wipes him out. Rhodes lands another Crossroads, but there's no ref, so Rhodes calls one down.
A referee makes his way down, with Rhodes then turning around into a Claymore. Drew covers, but the ref only counts to 2. McIntyre then throws Rhodes into the ring post twice, with the ref telling Drew to calm down. Drew ain't calming down though and headbutts the ref.
I see that. I don't understand this. Why is it just not like that's enough?
Drew then heads out for a chair, but Fatu from nowhere takes it from him.
And that's all you see of Fatu. Rhodes then tries a roll up, but Drew kicks out on 2 because the first ref has now come round. A future shock DDT puts Rhodes down again, with the Scottish Warrior looking for another Claymore, but Rhodes ducks it and then lands a super cutter before hitting one more Crossroads. Rhodes then covers the champ and gets the 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes has just become the new WWE champion, and I'm laughing because Drew cannot catch a break, can he? Oh, that's why I'm laughing. It turned into a hardcore match.
Yeah,
Drew attacked the refs. He headbutted one.
Yeah.
He put Rhodes through a table,
Yeah.
which he set up. You can't count the announcer's desk because that's always getting involved. But that's just out. That's like if it's out, it can be used.
Yes,
it's like if they get a cable from the camera, they
use the stairs. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine because it's already out, so I'm gonna let that slide. But you get a table. Well, Rhodes got the table out, so he's like, I ain't bothered either. And then so I'm thinking, Cody's going to go through it, which he kind of did, even though Drew set it up.
Yeah.
Cody got it out. And he just powerbombed him through it, and the ref's like, I'm not bothered. Just carry on.
Carry on, lads.
When they left the ring at the start, I thought, they ain't going to get back in 10 seconds. And I was looking for the ref to be like, hey.
It's just like...
No, and there was the ref's like, I'm not, just come on. I don't understand. I don't know. But,
just had their own rules.
But Drew... I mean, he can't blame Fatu because all Fatu did was take the chair off him.
Yeah. He was being a proper ref. Stopping what should have happened.
I don't know. Anyway, now for Michael's moment of the night. This could be a match, a line, and look, a promo. Something funny, interesting, serious, quirky, and or different. Just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So Michael's moment of the night. Sometimes good, sometimes shite. So hang around and wait and see as to whether you disagree. For me, it was the last match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know it was a bit silly.
Even though there's just no rules.
It was just like, seemed to be no rules. I don't, unless they said there's no rules, then I don't know what happened. I must have just nodded off. I don't know what happened. It went out the window. There was tables, as I said. Drew attacked the referee. I got a clue what was going on, but I enjoyed it.
But it was good.
I did enjoy it. There was no adverts, but that didn't matter. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Simple as that.
Absolutely fair. Agree or have any thoughts or views that you'd like
to
share
just interrupting, this SmackDown was we've gone back to boring again.
Yes, kind of bar that last bit.
I'm not interested.
It's just too long.
In Flair and Bliss against Kiana James and Giulia. I mean, Giulia was shouting as well in Japanese. Like, why are you shouting? We've got that from Oscar. We don't need any more. It was boring. I didn't mind the Irresistible Forces coming out. Look at us.
Yeah.
It was alright, but that
the celebrations are always getting interrupted.
Tag team turmoil. Oh, I'm not bothered. Sorry. Although I did like our priest. Very good. Sorry. Carry on.
Back to leaving us some comments down below.
Yes, come and disagree with me.
Don't forget to go and check out our Musings video with our thoughts and opinions on the last week of WWE, because a new one drops
Every week?
every Wednesday.
Oh, wowzers. Thank you for watching, as usual. If you don't subscribe, that's fine, but just say, yeah, you know what? You're alright.
And we'll see you Tuesday for a look at Raw.